This is the Simpid, this is Michi Hoyer. Welcome for the second episode of testing for the 3 hours preload of Sebring live on rFactor 2. And we've loaded into the session, we've loaded into the server Paul Stoker and Luca. Welcome tonight, everyone. Happy Friday to you guys. Hope you had a fine Friday all together so far. So, yeah, we're gonna be here. We're going to be in the McLaren 720S GT3 and we're going to do more practice around the Sebring road course, and yeah, I just hope everything's going to be fine. I hope for a lot longer runs compared to yesterday, so maybe we can get a proper long run in the McLaren. Let's see how the things goes. Once again, we're going to keep the easy talk and the easy chatting. But before we really go out on track, we want to make sure our button box is fixed. So, bear with me. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope you enjoy the weekend. We have astonishing weather right now here in Germany. Everything is quite blue. Yeah, quite blue and clear sky. The girls will love it. So the girlfriend loved it yesterday, so she dragged me out of the house. I'm not hoping for the same thing to happen again today. However, I've still got a consultancy report to draw. Have handball tonight. We'll have an owners meeting at ACL Saxpeed, as we got something pretty important to discuss through. That's great to hear. I mean, you know, it's that type of the year where your body is looking for vitamin D, which is generally produced by the human body when sunlight hits the skin and stuff. So people desperately need it, because in the winter you're running low in fundus, if you want to see it like that, usually. Yeah, Paul, I can understand that. I think it's, you know, the interesting thing is, despite we're still in the middle of winter, I mean, no need to disillusion ourselves here. We have this quite, I don't know, quite warm, good weather period at the minute. Usually in winter we got this Siberian high pressure cells. They usually produce a lot of sunshine but cold as fuck temperatures. Now we got pretty warm already and pretty sunny, which is weird to a certain extent. Hey there, Green Blaze. How do I like the new Ferrari? Gonna tell you something. Either this new nose is gonna be freaking killing it and be an aerodynamical advantage. Same goes for Alfa Romeo, for Sauber. If not, then, well, good job Ferrari on already butchering a championship. So how good these things will work, they're gonna see on the test, on a test days on the track. I'm assuming they will lock down for us on the front. How are you guys liking the livery of the new Mercedes? Since I'm a massive Mercedes fan, I might be a little bit betrayed or a bit preacherdized, whatever. I absolutely love those Mercedes stars on the engine cover. Holy crap, that's a good looking thing. I've basically no idea what my performance is like. The setup has been changed yesterday by the teammates. They have done some research, and they believe they found something in it. As of right now, I can feel a lot of understeer. Well, that just might be me. Let's see, lap time wise, I'm pretty far off.
2:01.79.
Scuderia, as far as I'm concerned, no, because otherwise I would have relocated them as well. What you can do is choose between different options on the HUD layouts. Whether they will be in a better place than is a different story, though. Oh, we're still about to go quicker. Or maybe it's also just me trying to get along with the setup for the first time. That's why I struggle. Oh, you're welcome, Luca. You're welcome. Of course, everyone is allowed to ask off-topic questions. I'm gonna answer them indeed, and especially you're here every other stream, so I wouldn't see why not answering any questions anyway. So keep asking them. Hey there, Harley. How you doing?
The lap was a
2:00.8. Too early on the throttle there. Did. You will laugh, Harley. There have been made setup changes during the night, and despite you say it looks better, to me it feels worse, and it also doesn't get me the same kind of lap times out than beforehand. But that obviously also might just be me. I may need to come to the pits and change a little thing. Oh yeah, that's a nice feature in rFactor too, the big time acceleration, so you can basically cycle through a whole day within an hour.
That was a 2:01.16.
Oh, I can't get this turn 5 right at the minute. I got man, hey man. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you so much. How about you? You already decided which kind of way of iRacing you want to go? The 3 month or the full 2 year? I have no idea how Yanni puts in a 200.3 with that. Literally zero chance understanding how. Okay, I need some back-to-back test. On the other setup real quick. Oh, the 24-month decision made. That was a smart move, man. There is no other way around to say that. Okay, settings. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Hey there. Hey there, Danielle. How are you doing? Danielle, Real Design, the guy that made this astonishing livery of the McLaren in Saxby colors. Thank you very much indeed once again. Check out Danielle for great paint jobs, to be honest. And maybe there is something you guys want him to be drawn on the car, so there we go. Yeah, I mean Studio 397 made a cracking job on the laser scanned version here of Sebring. I might kind of actually miss the time on the brakes. Maybe not. Oh dear. I'm not getting the grip I want on that car, to be fair. Thank you there, Hagard, have fun, enjoy it, have a nice weekend. Hey Kevin, how you doing, man? Yep, Kevin, everything's fine so far on the practice. I'm not saying I look comfortable, by all means. I somehow seem lacking extreme pace around here. Already lacked that in the qualifying, so now this continues for some reason.
The lap was a 2:01.08.
And despite we're going for a 3-hour sort of endurance race, it's also a sprint race because there is no multi-class car racing on the track. So that means every 10th in pace could be highly valuable, you know. Hence why I'm trying pushing hard. Hey there, Sven. How are you? Already started on your report of the practice session, the Simracing Academy session we had at Suzuka this week. Hope you could do some further progress on it so far. Any chances? Steve McDonald, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Number 2131, and there's a story behind that number. Since some of you guys have been here yesterday, you now will say, huh? Wait a minute. 2130 what? Yeah, exactly. That's because mainly thanks to Dave Cameron. Dave Cameron has done a shout out to me on his channel, and I'd like to welcome the guys that are following Dave Cameron as well. Very generous of him, and thank you guys for checking me out and leaving a subscription here. I hope I can some sort of fulfill the level of Dave Cameron here. For also watch me drives, racing, Simracing Academy stuff, but various type of racing going around the racing genre altogether. So more looking towards rFactor 2 as well. Doing iRacing. I'm still planning to do the GT3 qualifiers for the ADAC GT Masters hosted by Race Room. So that's another series I'm planning on. There's a lot of stuff happening, so I'd like to welcome the guys here and thank you so much for subscribing. And if you want to support the stream elsewise, check out the description, and you're going to see what is my equipment, what is my plans. I also had a shout out on Simracing 604, so Mike, thank you very much indeed. I'll need to talk to Mike anyway. I wanted to have some look into some cooperational things, projects between him and me for a long time now, but I somehow never really made it catching him. Hey there, talking about the devil, Simracing 604, thank you so much, man. Sven just told me that you literally had a shout out for me as well, so thank you very much indeed for that cross promotion. Guys, if you want to see very interesting stuff all around sim racing as well, very educational, very fun, very detailed, check out this channel of Simracing 604 as well. That's never gonna be a mistake if you do so. Beyond that, Mike, since you're here, thank you so much into first place for gifting me a little of your valuable time. I'd like to do some stuff together with you, and basically wanted to try and reach out to you to see what we can do together, what we could work out. Maeve 203, welcome tonight. Hey there, how you doing? I was voted by my fans. Have you done some kind of the 15 most popular sim racers online poll done again? There was some poll you did last year, I think. Not sure if it is the same time frame, hence why I'm asking. Great, do you have my email address? Otherwise, simracing@mitchie-hoyer.com. You should also find that in the description of this video. And maybe we can do some stuff together in the future. Would appreciate that a lot. And speaking of appreciation right now, I would appreciate if the car was a little bit quicker, or... well, I'm not sure if it's the car, I think it's more me. Dead. Well, not dead, but oh dear, I killed the tires there big time. As thermal degradation is absolutely a thing here.
2:01.03.
You guys are really awesome in your cross-ray promotion, and I like to join that club of promoting people that deserve it. So please check out Dave Cameron and Simracing 604 all together. You know, the nice thing about this business is we all have a sort of shared viewership, you know. It's not like, okay, the guy that's watching him doesn't watch the others. It's more like the guys that are watching him is also watching the others because of the same genre, because of the same type of video stuff. And that is what makes this sim racing community and the streaming so great. Maeve, I'm not sure. I think it could be a combination of both. I'm not running rFactor 2 on the VSync side here in order to minimize the input lag. I mean, it's pretty minimal anyway on rFactor 2, despite VSync is turned on. But yeah, it is more than just minimal if you turn it off. It's pretty much non-existent, and this is really what I want. Had to slow down a lot, it's absolutely crap lap time here.
That was a 2:01.4.
No, Danielle, actually I didn't. You're not gonna laugh as soon as I'm saying it, but the days turn longer here in Germany, which means more light still in the in the roof window here over my head, and that is fucking up the lighting. And this is something I really can't do anything about it, sadly. But oh well, that's how it is. Nemir Ernesto Souza, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome. Glad you found a way here. Big thank you. Hey Luca. It doesn't suffer too much with the tire wear. It's more been me entirely retarded to drive it correctly right now. Hey Dave, how you doing, man? Once again, big thank you for the shout out. So guys, the two people that had a shout out to me yesterday on the past couple of days, sitting here in the chat room, guys, have a click on their triple points at the end of their name, at the end of their line, and go check channel. And you guys may want to subscribe. Dave Cameron, really good racing driver on a triple screen, always having interesting and fun chats going on doing his iRacing races. Very entertaining approach there. Go out and check it out. You will have a lot of fun. Chris Dainies. Chris Dainies, that name rings a bell. Have you not been the pole setter of yesterday's, or the day before yesterday's IMSA race that had a pile-up with GTEs in turn 1 at Interlagos? If so, I have a run for you. Yeah, I look very reddish right now, despite all camera's been turned on, but the sunlight from the outside is, yeah, I mean, it's about to get sunset. The long waves of the sunlight come in. Long waves are typically red. Okay, did you guys somehow talk to each other during that race? Because I was sleeping at the start and then I was having a rant to you saying, hey dude, why the fuck are you going so fucking early? And then while trying to catch up, I ended in that pile up, and it was quite interesting. I had a look into the actual scene over and over and over again, and despite I had a 1 second gap to a purple or to a pink Mercedes in the back, he was the one that turned me around then in the middle between turn 1 and turn 2, and I was like, you know what, turned into turn 1, so seeing nothing really in my mirror, and suddenly this pink Mercedes just spun me around. I'm like, where the hell did that guy came from? But well, what can I do, you know? Ultiman Sven, thank you so much for the prime sub here on Twitch. That is so generous of you. And what is even more generous would be a car that works particularly well. So big thank you, Sven, for pledging that prime subscription on Twitch to me. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate that. Right, so I'm looking at my lap times and I have to say either I should stop talking, fuck my life, stop talking, or I should, I don't really know what I should do, to be honest. Luca, please don't get me started on 16X and whatever they are cost to. I was in 5th? What do you mean, Dave? I wasn't fifth. Hey, Miss Figas. Oh yeah, you had an interesting comment on my pages. You're doing 207s here around Sebring. Luca was saying, don't get me started about the 16Xs being caused to other class cars. Yesterday I was lucky to not being hit 4x for car contact by other class cars, and at the same time I was too stupid to keep mine safe. Well, you know, Ms. Figas, all those GT3s, they work quite well with the setup, and then they are correctly balanced in their BOP. With a default set, you can't really do it. Okay there, Chris, I will need to see because I got handball tonight, and I also have some more stuff to do in the back office. You know what, if you contact me on Facebook or something, or via mail, I'm sure we can fiddle something out for the future. So Chris Danes, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining into first place. I'm pretty sure we can deal out something together. Also check out Chris and Chris's channel. He's a damn quick iRacer as well. Certainly, he just beat my pole position lap time by a few thousandths, I think it was. So definitely up to speed with me and Dave there. And there's if we're gonna do more races all together and stream them together, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see each other pretty close with each other all the time. Well, Ms. Figures, the GTE though is a GTE, you know, not a GT3. They are definitely quicker also in rFactor 2, no doubt about that.
That lap was a 2:00.84.
So 2008. No, don't go wide. Oof. Hey there, Juan. Saludos to Spain. Ah, fuck. Jinxed that one. Don't spin. Oh, you're from Andalusia. Nice, very nice indeed. Well, Paul, you will be particularly interested in my Patreon program then, because in the top tier you receive a setup guide, an advanced setup guide with a lot of useful tips around building car setup, and obviously you will get access to the direct channel of setup help. So people on the Patreon helping each other, me obviously helping with tips and hints. So you may want to check out that page if there is something in that suits you. VP Makey 85, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for joining. Antonio Alati, thank you for subscribing to the channel, welcome. Glad you found me here. Hope you enjoy it, what you've seen. I'm very sorry, Juan. Thank you for watching me on Facebook, but sadly I'm not able to speak Spanish, since I simply don't understand the language. Never learned it. Simple as that. You're gonna see me celebrating a lot today, guys. Jacob Smith, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining and subscribing to the channel. Welcome. You guys are awesome today. Well, Matt Figures, it's not like you're getting direct setups. I hope you understand I'm not allowed to share the team internal setups and stuff. But you definitely get hints, and you get an official document that shall help you big time fiddling out car setups for yourselves. And of course you always have the possibilities to ask questions, so that is what I can offer here. Those lap times drop quite early, for God's sake. I hear you, Paul. I hear you very much. Well, for iRacing, I can only point you towards subscription services then from either VRS, PRT or Great Setup Shop. I think those are the main three. Where you can simply download the setups for the car you'd like to currently run in that series, and they are pretty good. You can simply put them in, do some 10-15 minutes practice, and you generally be fine with them. So that might be on your list for the future. Holy shit, what is just wrong? What's the biggest difference between rFactor 2 and iRacing? rFactor 2 has a much better force feedback, much better FFB response. I can feel a big and huge difference in the cars FFB wise, sitting here on a G29 even. So in rFactor 2 I'm sort of able to catch a spin, I'm sort of able to feel that the car wants to spin. I'm not so much able to do that on iRacing. And speaking of catching a spin, in rFactor 2 you at least got the possibility to sort of slow down the spin if you were not able to catch it. or even you can still catch it pretty late. Whether this is right or wrong, I'm not gonna do any comment about that because I simply don't know. I've not driven a real GT3 in real life and didn't spin it, so I just heard that physics-wise rFactor 2 is way better on iRacing, according to real-life drivers I've spoken to. Beyond that, oh, fuck my life, it's just starting all over again. I'm not very happy with how the car behaves right now. I need to check some final things before then going for a real run. Okay, here we go. So, also what Miss Figa said here, Miss iRacing is full laser scan tracks and dedicated to online. That is true. With that being said, rFactor 2 works on laser scan tracks as well right now as we speak. So beyond that, iRacing is also working on an AI to come at some point. When or if or how or what, we do not know yet, but we know it's been in the works. So I think we're gonna be interested pretty much about that. And speaking of being interested in something, we're now interested whether we have the possibility of following Mike Bell speed-wise. He's also sitting in the McLaren and it's just 50 thousandths slower than we are. At least on one lap. So it's the interesting thing is gonna be how it's gonna be in the long run, of course. So I think those are the main differences though. iRacing versus rFactor 2. Yeah, Paul, I'm not necessarily saying you need to change habits here, but I think you need some practice more rather than simply hop in a car and expect yourself to be quick. I mean, I can't do that either. If I do it, this goes badly wrong. We all know that. We all have seen that. I wouldn't say it's more reliable. At least my rFactor 2 doesn't crash, you know, without giving any warnings or any error messages. That is what keeps pissing me off in iRacing. That game simply bugs down and then dies. And I have no clue why that is the case. Oh, I need to wait longer with the turn in. So now we're aiming for high 2-minute lap times here. To do them consecutively around this racetrack. Shit. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, the screen freeze thing is a factor, absolutely, about rFactor 2, no doubt about that, Luca. But if you want to check out my latest video at from Interlagos on iRacing, in the free practice session, happily it happened. But iRacing just cut down the service, did.
That was a 2:00.97.
Yeah, I agree, physics are not the best on rFactor 2. Agreeing very much with that. Well, Ms. Figures, as much as I do like seeing high quality graphics in the game, you know, bringing them in most likely means the game is going to be more wonky again. So that gives me a headache at the same time. As you could imagine, especially when we're speaking about screen freezes and general issues. Shit. Yeah, setup wise this depends on the car a lot. Meanwhile, I would say they are pretty much identical in terms of difficulty for building the sets. If not, iRacing is a little bit harder because sometimes I do not feel a setup changes. I do, or I intend to feel, or intend to do, whatever you want to keep putting in as a word. Well, Paul, I hope for it. It's not like this is the reason why I want to get a high-end gaming machine on, but definitely plays into the same idea. I think it's PC related pretty much, or I mean, on the one side obviously game related, and at the other side PC related, as we're speaking about a pretty weak machine in the end, especially when doing streaming all together. I think there was some, I don't know, some memory being exceeded, whether it was the GPU memory or the RAM. But at the same time, I'm playing iRacing like in considerably low settings, so I don't know. It's hard to tell, really. What are you guys' plans for the weekend? Are you gonna join me maybe tomorrow for the 3-hour race I'm going to do with Yerny? Looking forward to that. Love racing together with Yerny. I would love it even more if I could finally unleash the beast on this car. I don't get it because Yenny is doing quicker lap times that I can do right now. And then looking at his lines, they are absolutely identical to mine. And I'm like, hey, what the hell am I doing wrong? Okay. Need to shut down that window, grab a fresh coffee, and then go on a Simracing stint again. It's just quite pissing me off, to be honest. Sorry for the language here, but it's just every freaking single time in a practice I can't do like 5 to 10 laps in a row without either crashing, spinning, or doing stupid mistakes. And sometimes in a race it just works well, and I would love to see that it works well in practice too, and then be comfortable for the race, you know? So what else is happening over the weekend, over the next couple of weeks? You will be particularly interested in my Sebring Madness. That's going to come up in March. So 2nd of March, 12-hour Sebring iRacing. 9th of March, 12-hour Sebring Virtual Endurance Championship. 16th of March, Studio 397, 12 hours of Sebring. And last but not least, the 23rd of March, GTR 24. Guess what? 12 hours of Sebring. So we're gonna have 48 hours of Sebring in March, yet let alone, and I only mean racing, not even testing. So that's the big stuff that's going to happen right here. And well, we're back in the car. I got a fresh coffee. And then I hope to be not speeding. This is so weird, you know, in rFactor 2, the pit limiter is automatically engaged. In iRacing it isn't, and I keep fucking that up. And I also don't want to start the lap with a spinning rear. VP, you're going to birthday party of your girlfriend. Enjoy, and happy birthday to her. Yeah, Paul, very true. Also, one of my colleagues at work said, "Oh, you're gonna be master of Sebring then," and I was like, you know, if someone ever is gonna bring up Sebring in March again, I will throw a bomb. That's how I feel about that. If you guys having any questions whatsoever, just shoot them out. Feel free to ask them. Oh dear, I'm so slow through turn 1 right now. Yeah, losing even more time. Well, that's a difficult topic at the minute, because yeah, we'll have to adopt the goal down there for the donations, as the Akira will probably arrive in 1 or 2 weeks, but I cannot see the rig being happening the way I want it within the next 2 or 3 months. You know, Huizingfeld has still not opened their order system again, and FSR is starting in 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks. So on the 24th of March, 4 weeks. Okay, 4 weeks and a little more. And you know, I'm not going to upgrade to a full solid rig mid-season. So that's why I will keep, or will turn on a holding pattern on this rig situation, and I'm going to start that slowly and building it parallel, but I won't race it until I feel fully comfortable on everything on the new equipment. I don't want to do that with the FSR season is on, you know. May want to swap then in summer break or something off FSR. I will keep you guys updated with unboxings and with streams of building and stuff, but yeah, as it stands right now, I got a big issue getting the things all together. Simply I'm lacking money for it. There's no other way around to say it. I will have that money all together by later this year, but I haven't got it ready right now, as I would need it right now in order to build the things together in the way they should be. And this is an issue I'd like to work around, but you know, I just can't go out there and be a wizard. There's a proverb here in Germany saying good things will always take their time. I would be a freaking damn retard if I sell my Mercedes. So that's out of option. I'm freaking bored right now going around here in circles. Yeah, I think they're also sort of filling their warehouse in order to, you know, be ready that the first 30 or 50 examples, or the first 30 or 50 goods can be delivered straight away. Yeah, come around that turn. Michael Clark, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That is a big contribution. Michael Clark has give me a head start, obviously. Usually I would not be sitting here getting Akira GP without his help, so big shout out to Michael indeed. And at the same time I want to so desperately get my rig together, and I can't just do it. Hey there, Arif. Well, I think no one makes you going around circles in all the kind of sims, or are you being forced to do so? Paul, to be fair, I'm not lacking the you know, okay guys, this is the ultimate update right now. So funds wise, I could get an LOE rig, I could get the seat for it, I could put the OSW on, I could get hoising felts, I could get a new camera for new camera angles and stuff, I could get a triple stand with a Quadra edition for the screens. What I'm lacking is the money for a gaming PC to operate the 3 screens and the 3 screens itself. That is what I'm lacking the funds on. And you know, it's not like where you get your PC, or with a PC and screens, it's not like, okay, you get this and that and you put it all together as soon as you have everything to there. That's just rubbish. At some point you need to go out and say, okay, this is my budget C, so what can I get for this? And that is the point then, when you put your PC all together, and it's not like what I did right now with a rig that has an overall value of 5,000 euros in the end, speaking about the Elo rim and all that stuff. Where I got, you know, get the OSW first, then get the rim on. Once you receive that, you get into LOE rig, and then you buy a seat, and you buy those single components step by step. Could do that with a PC, but once you build a PC all together, then in a few months or something, you know, that might be the same equipment. But if I get a 1080 Ti right now, and I get it in half a year or something, it's still gonna be the same 80 Ti, but in half a year, I'm gonna pay probably 100 euros less for it. So, or more if people start to mine bitcoins again, not sure. But yeah, with a machinery or big PC, you upgrade everything at once you got the funds together. You mean Dave Cameron? He built his 8020 rig together by his own and put a tutorial on it? I mean, that's very helpful indeed. Danielle, that's a very nice dream. I'll dream of that too. Whoa. Oh. Rick. Hey there, Toasty. Oh, I can't get, this is exactly what I mean, I can't get freaking more than 5 laps altogether. Looking at what Mike does, I've no idea if that's hot lapping or go for it hard. Yeah, nice little tap there. Arif. What is the fucking pit speed limit? I keep pressing the fucking button. That is probably a thing that's never going to happen, sadly. Right, so here we are again. Paul, I might have a look into it. Of course, this might maximize my my situation indeed. So Mike Bell now behind me. I'm pretty sure he tries to see what he can do overtaking wise. Through that, Paul. The delivery cost is definitely a debatable position. Sim Drivers EU, thank you so much for following up there on Twitch. Welcome, and thank you very much indeed. Michael Clark, good evening to you, and a big shout out once again. Thank you for your awesome donation and your endless support, man. Appreciate that. You're definitely helping me hard with this. Tiago Laurentino, thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for sharing the time here. Oh dear. Danielle. Shots fired. Oh, why is it typical for him to do so? Alright, just more 15 minutes, then we get ready for the Sim Pit Simracing talk together with Billy Strange Racing. There's a great type of show going on there on the Sim Pit each and every Friday. You guys should really hop over with me and tune in for news, detailed sim racing discussion, and lots of fun. Yes, JT, actually I have that on. Horizontal stabilizer is set on high. That's why you see the car cockpit moving around, because usually my car cockpit is rock solid. But I've decided to go with a horizontal stabilizer instead, as of to yeah, have a better feel. Andika Rama Maulana, hey there, how you doing? Thanks for joining there over Facebook. Good luck to you as well. I saw you were in the lineup. Nice to race you. Nice to meet you on track finally. This is a very interesting thing. With Andika, I'm going to meet the first time on a racetrack tomorrow in sim racing. However, I've met that guy personally at the Hockenheim ring for the DTM Mercedes-Benz E-Race finals back then in October last year. So a quick sim racer indeed, making it to the final there in the Race Room Championships. But as I said, I've never raced him online, and tomorrow's going to be premiere of that.
The lap was a 2:00.60.
Don't go wide. Damn. Oh yeah, by the way, Sven, I heard you improved to a 202.0, right? That is a great job. That's a great improvement indeed. Another 8/10 found there by you. Great job. Since Michael Clark was telling you how the coaching stuff. So yeah, check out Altaman's channel to see how the coaching went from his point of view. We're going to have a live premiere of that from my point of view, certainly in the future. I just need to find a date in my calendar where to pull it off. Yeah, last corner you can sort of cut on the inside, if that's what you mean. The same way I do it here. Not sure if I'm going to show it to you right there again, since my line still variates a lot, but you don't need to have to pay attention on the grounding lines. Track limits here defined by walls pretty much. This is me every single time in the third time lap. The time starts to drop a lot.
The lap was a 2:01.65.
Michael Clark, you talking to me or Altaman? And speaking about the GT3s? Oh really? Dom Doon is going to promote some of the liveries. Oh. Let's see. I don't think the McLaren one of us is too special as of right now. It is pretty much in alignment with the real Mercedes livery from Zaxby, so. Ciao Alexandro, how you doing, man? Appreciate your join.
That was a 2:00.86.
Which ones did you send, Danielle? I hope those without the sponsor logos on it, as it's not been free to use now. Oh shit. No, that's gonna delete the fucking lap time. Damn, I cannot even do a fucking stint. Well, now we're gonna have to go in some racing going on at least. Very nice. Another done lap. No, just did the same. By the way, the livery I had is definitely one of the standard ones. So default livery at the front. Oh, where do you brake? This is gonna be interesting of overtaking tomorrow. I have the fear that qualifying is super important. Yep, the Corvette is very understeery, I agree with that, Luca. Have fun there, Sven, and good luck. Hope you're doing a good stewarding. Oh, the torque just killed me here. So staying in touch with Mike.
That was a 2:01.82.
Just freaking damn slow. And dead. Oh, wow. Good God, I'm slow. What did you say, Michael? Hockenheim ring? And me and the GT500 and a DTM? So lap times are dropping. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't spin. Don't go wide. Oh, fucking shit.
That was a
Oh, thank you, Harley, for keeping that message going.
6-9.
Is that a list of cars that's going to be presented, or what are you referring to there? As of not being able to make it. Oh, I see. Do you already have a date when that happens? I think I'll just need to look it up in the DTM calendar, I guess. Yeah, I know that they would not take that into consideration. Yeah, October would make sense as usual. The final of DTM is always in October.
That was a 2:02.08.
Yeah, Daniela, I might think so. Needs to be season final. But it's good. DTM usually is not too expensive, so I'm sure I can grab that off. So last year the tickets to get into the paddock and stuff were like, I might be wrong, but 80 or something per human being for the weekend or something. Oh shit, got 6 PM and beyond already. So guys, if you want to go over to the sim pit and join the conversation, feel free to do so. I might come late, but I just want to go on a little further testing here to see how car and tyres develop over the course of a stint. Yeah, Michael Clark, those racing series are basically very much cheap, hence why they are quite popular. I have been there with KA Simracing last year, so Amir Assad, you may know him. He was with me there, and yeah, the ETM is quite cheap. I think also the Blancpain Sprint Series with a 25 euros of a weekend ticket or 30 is quite cheap as well. And then you look at Formula 1, and if you want to be an entire weekend just there and not even having access to the pit lane, which is included in Blancpain and DTM, I think just for sitting on the grandstands the entire weekend is around 200-250 euros, depending on what kind of seat you have. It's a joke. Like, everyone is so damn expensive. Yeah, I haven't been to the GT Masters just yet, but I expect them to be cheap as well. Oh.
That was a 2:01.18.
To 011. is not as slow anymore, but yeah, tyres aren't the freshest. Keep losing time. Mike Bell will have an easy life this time. Is that popular, the Italian GT? It's when you're gonna go for it. Circuit de Catalunya. Can do nice vacances with your wife there. Oh shit. I see. Well, seeing this kind of stuff for free is rare though. Yeah, nice. Another invalid lap time. I appreciate that a lot. By the way, Michael Clark, I should receive the Akira GP within the next 10 days. Gonna be astonishing, I guess. Wow, I'm just so slow now. Oh, 10% off for me then. As being member of ADAC. Oh fuck. Completely outbroke myself. Oh Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Leonard, of noticing that. Might be a real opportunity to go then. For God's sake, what is wrong with the car balance now?
That was a 204.29.
Yeah, I think it is an overall serious price. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense, to be honest. If they would change the price according to the track they are running, would be a weird business model. Wow. So we've reached half fuel. Oh, I'm not entirely sure.
That lap was a
How quick we gonna be?
1.37.
Did. Another fucking shit lap time coming up. Awesome. I'm literally getting frustrated already. Well, this is a good sign for tomorrow's race though. Okay, I'm done with that crap. This is gonna be funny right off tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ. So looking at my own lap times, freaking inconsistent, I assume. 2 off tracks, 0.0001111. Well, consistently running 201s in the mid. And everything else is just crap. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today. In the McLaren, I guess. Where is that F button cancellation? It's right here. Beep, beep. That's the button you're looking for, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for right now. Need to talk to the team. Need to talk to Yerny to see what his lap times are over the course of a run, and yeah, Michael, of course. Yeah, you know, it is something I've been known for a pretty long time. I like to sort of behave myself, to have good consciousness, and stay calm in situations like this. But lately, I lost that kind of nimbus a bit, as of for some reason not being able to keep the blood cold. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for right now. What else we're gonna do tonight, I'm not sure. Goodbye, Altaman. See you there and have fun. Have fun doing the stewarding right today. So yeah, I think there is more practice today in iRace in the GTE 12 hours of Sebring. I'm not going to run that though. I might run a race, or I might run this practice again according to the results I can deliver now. I need to see what is happening in the team, what they are doing. So guys, that's going to do it for right now. I'm going to be off the air for a couple of hours and see maybe if there is something else we're going to do. Guys, thank you so much. Sep78006, thank you for raiding me with a party of 2. Welcome to the channel. I'm very sorry that I'm about to go offline myself right now, as I have to leave for other stuff. You know, guys, gotta get handball going in half an hour, and until that, I'm gonna join the sim pit watching right now. And I'm gonna also send you over to the sim pit so we can have a little bit discussion going on over there at the sim pit, guys. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And Sven, I'm basically looking towards the special review for Michael Clark you're going to do, and I'd like to have a look on that as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna update the Simracing rig donation goal, and right now you cannot see the timer, but this is basically being extended to the summer of this year. I still have a super chat and I need to add on it. Guys, thank you so much. Paul, thank you for being here. Paul, also thank you for being constantly around. If you're looking towards this setup things, you may want to have a look at the Patreon program. So check out the links in the description. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, guys, have a nice weekend altogether. Gonna see you back soon. The damn camera has been blurry, but finally it got back out again. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the Simpin. I'm Ichi Hoyer, and I'll see you guys out on the track.